Okay, hello, it's 8 o'clock and welcome to the weather update. It's August 16th, and yes, service is back finally. I got it restored, and basically, this is Isaias related damage when they were making a repair, not Verizon, but when PSEG Long Island. Something basically happened to the line that serves where I live, and it got damaged somehow after the storm, and they had to basically connect me to a new line at the junction box. So this sounds like PSEG Long Island when they replaced the pole that something got messed up, or one of the out-of-state crews because they use so many out-of-state crews. So I think that's what happened, but I finally have service back, so I can do a full weather update and show you some of the. We're seeing damage here, even in the middle of the island. This is Hicksville. Some of these trees, the leaves are turning brown and red. We're seeing that here too. Even this white pine here also is seeing it. These trees are not salt spray tolerant, and that's the problem. Whereas the pitch pines are salt spray tolerant. If we take a look here, you will see. This was from yesterday. I went to the pines for a little bit, and you could see the trees are salt spray tolerant. Plenty green. That's why you got to go with the pitch pines. Okay, so let's take a look at the radar, because we got some rain today. Much needed rain, too. This is the radar from this afternoon, actually. So we got rain. This whole area of rain was over the island. Let me refresh this. It's moved a little further east now. It looks like it's finally wrapping up over the eastern part of Suffolk. We got some much needed rain today. It was a rainy day until probably like 4:30, 5 o'clock. Started tapering off here in Nassau, and probably about an hour later in Suffolk County. So let's take a look at some of the rainfall totals. We'll go ahead and look at. We'll first look at one to ground, actually. I'll pull that up, and then we'll look at the other one. So hey, it's good to be back. I missed doing these weather updates. This was really annoying when Kyle formed too, and I had to do that really brief weather update for you. But I had to do it. Um, just when you. All right, let's go and look at the precipitation amounts. And this doesn't seem to be working. Okay, this is what the problem is with wind to ground. Okay, so we'll have to use this then. We'll first look at some of the current conditions, and we'll see. We also had some wind gusts too up there too. Wind gusts up 28 miles an hour, 23 miles an hour. Nothing tropical offshore. I'll show you the satellite. This doesn't really look this doesn't look tropical, this storm. It's just a coastal low, but who knows? Maybe you could get some tropical characteristics. Nothing surprised me. We do wind gusts. It's breezy out there, raw day. Temperatures are only in the upper 60s and low 70s pretty much all day long. A little on the humid side too. Dew points in the 60s as well. A little humid, but nothing that bad. So let's go take a look at the precipitation, because that's what I really want to see here. Precipitation. We have to set this up for midnight. All right. Give us some precipitation numbers here. So let's see how much rain we got. Not a whole lot of rain. We got 0.56, 0.80, 0.73, 0.33, 0.93 actually out east. So it looks like maybe they got a little more out east, and a little less to the west. That makes sense. New Jersey, so probably around a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch. I mean, it's something at least. Looks like there's some amounts that were a little higher, over an inch, but most everybody was between a half an inch and 3/4 of an inch of rain, which is still, again, needed across our area. Now, there's something the Weather Service put up that I want to actually show you on their Twitter. I believe it was up here. Let's see if they put it up on their Twitter. Yeah, so they're talking about the tree damage here. So let's see. This tree damage from Isaias. Let's see, they put it up on the thing. All right, well, National Weather Service, New York. So a lot of people are saying that they've been noticing this occurrence here. These are the pictures here: Fisher's Island, Some trees are getting damaged here. Uh, you can see all over the island. And this is all from the salt water, and it carried up into the Hudson Valley too. The salt water damage too. It's also affecting the shrubs too as well. So this is a significant issue here. I was seeing this all over the island. So we're not going to have a fall foliage season this year. Yeah, here's the picture that they shared. This is on the South Shore. It's the one this is where it's really bad. You can see everything's just turning red and brown. It's horrible. It's actually worse than Sandy because we didn't really get much rain from it. So there was nothing to wash the salt away, and the salt spray from Isaias just came in and just did all this damage to all our trees, which is a shame. But of course, like I said before, the pitch pines, they are not affected by this, so they have evolved to tolerate salt spray. These other trees, a lot of them haven't. Let's go look at the higher resolution satellite. Here's our coastal storm here. Doesn't really look tropical in nature. That's what's left of Kyle. And then you notice some smoke over here. There's some fires out west actually that are occurring. It's when we started on the weather and hazards map. We saw all those red flag warnings out west. So they've had a lot of heat and a lot of fires out there again out west. So let's go take a look at the models. We'll first start with the upper air here. I'm going to keep it on this one. All right, so 500. So you see we have a little trough coming in here. So this is going to bring us some relief from the heat and the humidity for the first part of this week. And you can see there that trough looks like it sticks around, and then another one. So it finally looks like we're getting some kind of pattern change here. That we have more of a trough in the east, and the ridges out west. That's why they're having the fires and the heat out west now. And we have the trough now, and so it looks like because of this, we will definitely be seeing cooler temperatures, no more heat. Hopefully we're done with the heat. That would really be nice if we are. So let's take a look at the surface. So there's our coastal storm. That's what it is. I think it's a coastal. I don't think it's tropical, but could have some tropical characteristics. But the Hurricane Center hasn't said anything, that it hasn't put out any advisories. We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if it becomes a depression or even a tropical storm eventually because of these warm waters. So you see it moves away, and we're left with a day tomorrow that's going to feature partly sunny skies before a cold front moves through. It brings the chance for showers and thunderstorms in the evening. And then it should be a nice day on Tuesday and Wednesday as well. And then you see that high will be sitting over us, bringing us more nice weather right through the week. And then the next chance of rain would be next weekend, perhaps, with the next low that's going to be moving in here. And then that low moves away. And like I said, one thing you're seeing here is that you're seeing definitely a more progressive pattern here. We're not in the heat as much. So this is definitely encouraging for sure. So I guess we'll go start looking at the temperatures here as we go into tomorrow. So tomorrow highs will be in the low to mid 80s. And for Tuesday, a little warmer because we'll have a little more sunshine. So because I think tomorrow will be some clouds around. Probably mid 80s for Tuesday. Wednesday, upper 70s, low 80s. And then heats back up to the mid 80s. But one thing you don't see on here are any 90s. So we just have the warmest it gets, it looks like, is the 80s. And right now, I finally think we'll finally see that we're going to be out of the woods with the heat, hopefully. And this takes us right into September. So that is fine by me. So you want the heat, you can go head over to the West Coast. There's plenty of it there for you. So let's go to Sunday. Now I'll start back with today, and we'll look at the dew points here. So here's that storm again. You see that circulation moves away. We see that those dew points actually start coming down tomorrow, actually. So looks like tomorrow actually be fairly comfortable. Dew points in the upper 50s, low 60s. We do have another cold front that comes through, and then lowest brings a little more. I think dew point relief with dew points more into the mid 50s. And then it gets even more comfortable for Wednesday. Dew points in the low 50s. So really comfortable there. Look at this. Thursday, dew points in the 40s. So we're going to have some comfortable weather this week. But then the humidity does make a bit of a return for your Monday. But this is, and then we see another cold front come through. So this is more typical August weather, fortunately. And like I said, we're not really seeing any significant heat. We'll just see, bouts of humidity and temperatures in the 80s. Nothing really terrible, and nothing really that bad even on the humidity front. So let's go look at the skies, and then we'll have to look at that threat for storms tomorrow too as well. Here is tomorrow. You see we'll have some clouds around. There's that cold front coming through. Tuesday looks like a nice, mostly sunny day. And Wednesday, we'll have to see. We might deal with some cirrus that's going to try to come in, but it might get pushed to the south on Thursday. And Friday looks nice as well. And then as we get into next week, possibly another nice day for Tuesday as well. So we're really going to have some nicer weather. Finally, it's definitely long overdue. Finally get some nicer weather. Finally get to the Pine Barrens and finally, do what I love to do. So let me look at some of the other models, though, as far as the precipitation goes, the precipitation chances. First, we'll do the NAM with the sky cover. This is the 18Z NAM. So let's start that off. So you see, tomorrow we actually start off with sunshine, and then the clouds build, and then we have that cold front move through. And then Tuesday, waiting for it to load here. Tuesday we'll start off with clouds, and then I think we'll see more sun by the afternoon. And it should be a nice day, and as far out as it goes, obviously. But let's take a look at how it models the cold front coming through for tomorrow, because that would be the next chance for some thunderstorms. So we'll do this with the wind, so you can see here the cold front. So there's a secondary cold front coming through. You can see it does develop a line of thunderstorms. Looks like right over the middle of Nassau toward the evening, like probably 9, 10 o'clock. Then it kind of breaks it up as it hits Suffolk County. And then that would be it for the threat of showers and thunderstorms. Maybe something very isolated late Tuesday to the west of the area. We can look at the HRRR as well. 0Z0. Alright, I don't have the 0Z1 in yet. We have to use the 18Z. That's fine. So here is that low moving away, and then here comes that front. And again, it actually seems to be an agreement, or probably that, I would say any time between 7 to 9 o'clock, 7 to 9, 7 to 10 o'clock, we could see these showers and thunderstorms pop up with that secondary cold front that's going to come on through. Let's go ahead and see if we can do the GF. Oh yeah, I wanted to see the severe weather threat. All right, so let's do that now. Go to the Storm Prediction Center. Let's see if there is a severe weather threat tomorrow. All right, so we need the day 2 convective outlook. Let's see, nothing. Yeah, there's no severe threat for us tomorrow. No severe threat for us tomorrow. According to this, anyway. So what I want to do now is look at the Ventu sky. We'll look at the Cape levels for tomorrow, because you never know. I mean, sometimes there have been times when they haven't predicted severe weather that we've gotten severe weather. So let's go look at the Cape. Change this to tomorrow, the 17th. Alright, seems like we have a malfunction here. Alright. That's definitely not the Cape. I don't know what the heck. Alright, that's the Cape. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. It's off to the west, the elevated Cape. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Something going on there. Like it's giving us bad data. So that's definitely okay. Probably not severe tomorrow, but you never know. There's one other thing that we want to talk about here. Actually, 2 other things. So let's just go to Reno, Nevada, because something very unusual happened at the Weather Service in Reno, Nevada. That we have to talk about. It happened a few days ago, and it was put on their Twitter. So let's get to their Twitter here, and we'll see here. So this is what happened. This had to do with the fires. So there's a big fire here. It's called the Loyalton Fire out in Nevada, and you can see that they've got some smoke in the area, but something very unusual happened. Uh, there was a tornado warning for a tornado warning on the Loyalty. So there was tornado warning. They issued a tornado warning because it was a fire tornado. So it was a fire nado that occurred. So, like I said, that's the first time a tornado warning has ever been issued for a fire nado. Here's some of the pictures of it. So really, bad conditions there out today. And again, you get these fires that are so big they create their own thunderstorms. See, here's a picture. You can see it's actually starting to create its own thunderstorm, which unfortunately creates more lightning, which is usually dry, that starts more fires. So that is something that, again, is a big concern out there. All right, lastly, we go to the Arctic sea ice, and there was a steep decline in July, but it has tapered off, and we are no longer at below the 2012 levels, but it's still dropping, and we still have till October. This is what the sea ice concentration is. So that's only because there's been a change in the pattern in the Arctic that's stopped a lot of the warm air from coming in there. So it's been able to slow down the loss of sea ice. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we don't have a blue ocean event this year, but it's an eventuality that it will eventually happen at the rate the climate is changing, probably within the next 5 to 10 years, and maybe sooner than that. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thank you for watching.